Hello, this is Jer. This is the Nightmare series of Oxygen Not Included. I'm on the radioactive ocean asteroid that is metal poor and has a frozen core. Absolutely terrible place to be. As if it wasn't bad enough, all the game settings are on the maximum hardness, and we don't have teleportation or care packages. Enjoy! Welcome back. If you joined me last episode, you know I burnt through a lot of calories. And that was because one single system warmed up over here. We patched that up, so cooling is now going on again. We even have an alerting system to see if this starts to warm up. I'll know about it. I currently have no 45,000 calories of frost burgers. I'm really hoping that's going to start to increase now that this has been fixed. My limiting factor for creating frost burgers is mostly meat, though I did lose a lot of my lettuce, which is painful, but continue to grow that. Over here, they're also being attended by these guys. But the biggest limiting factor is meat. So I, last episode, put together another stable of these guys. Just have to wait for them to be populated again. You got 6 here, 7 there. After these guys become adults, they'll head over to increase the amount of meat production that we have. So today I'm just realizing that I don't think I had this set up correctly. I want to drop off molten slickers only from this point on, so we'll cancel that. We've got storing 0 of 8. Oh, yeah, technically, so 8 would be in there right now. Let's take out 2 of these. See, reproduction. I'll try to choose one that has a low reproduction status, if I can. Looks like they're all pretty close to the end. Alright, that being the case, 65%, I'll take that one out. I think I'll have to live with that 70 something, take that out. So that'll be 2 of these guys transferred over. Now the limiting factor can be for this system natural gas running out. I can't cook the actual frost burgers without natural gas. I should have put in a sensor inside here. But since I didn't do that, it will be, at least I'll have this system in. So what I'm going to do is do the element sensor right there. And if that runs out, if that's basically not natural gas, then this will let me know right here. A little NOT gate. But today's episode, I'm planning to automate the process, or at least the first step to automate the process of returning natural gas from this world. And there's 3 parts to this. One, we need to build, well, we need to complete the research actually, but we need to get a launcher. Let's have a look at that. So that's down here. We need some data banks. But this guy here, interplanetary launcher, needs some red bolts, so that's why on this world I've got some nuclear waste that I'm starting to board in this little guy. We're going to use that to generate radiation for red bolts. That red bolt generator takes a lot of power, so that's the second part. We need to produce power. We've got solar panels, but as you can see, we need to clear them off, so we need to figure out some sort of mechanism to keep those clear. And then the final thing, we need to, we're going to be running a red bolt generator that's going to produce heat. We also are going to be taking more and more natural gas from this guy, and that produces very hot material. 150 degrees, we need to make sure, well, technically, actually, we've got these all out of steel. They should be fine. But, yeah, we might need a small amount of cooling, though I'm wondering if that's actually true because we've got lots of snow here, so we'll see. That one may not be necessary on this particular asteroid. We'll see when we get to that point. Now that I have this sensor built, I'm going to look for natural gas. We don't have natural gas. This is one of those things I want to stop and go right to, and I'll say No natural gas. Like that. I guess this system isn't going to work if I don't uncheck this and check the molten type over here. Probably going to get too many. I don't know. How many is in there? Because right now I think it's going to drop off 8. If I've got 8 in there. Which is not super ideal. Unless I convert all these to meat. But we put in 2, and I'll slowly increase that. Yeah, let's make sure we don't become have a crowded space, especially now that my calories have gotten so low. So I am taking. I couldn't tell, and I'm actually 100% sure. Is this the liquid reservoir or the pipe that is broken? I think it's the liquid reservoir. It's got to be, right? Because it seems to be taking damage. So I'm going to stop storing stuff through it. We're going to push all this in here, and then we're going to get rid of the setup. I don't believe we're taking any damage from nuclear waste in here, but I'm going to disable auto repair just in case. I'm predicting I might need more solar panels when I get to that world, so I'm going to build another solar, or rather, glass forge. Build that right out here. I don't want to destroy these 2 tiles here, but I don't want to see carbon dioxide building up, so I'm going to convert these 2 to airflow tiles. We're going to have some mesh tiles for the glass to fall down. We'll do that right there. So let's put in dupe sensor right here. The light right next to it. To the laboratory light, just because. It's going to have an automation wire connecting the 2 of them. Just have to decide what kind of wiring to put around here. Oh, we got... do not connect into that. That would be terrible. So what I'm going to do... have this go through there. Got some old equipment we can take out. A little bit of automation wire. Then the other thing is I need a place to actually dump this hot molten or sand. Put that right there. And just need insulated pipe going up like that. Let's make this a priority build so I can actually make the glass forge itself glow. We've nearly filled this up. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 guys, since they take damage when that's stored, and I don't want to waste steel. Where exactly are we? Actually, it makes it look like it's a lot more full than it is. But anyway, we let that go until it's fully filled up. Because we are near completion filling that up. I'm going to turn this off so no more will be refueled. Let's put in that glass forge. Let's put this right. Have to have this lined up so that the output of liquid is actually in the right place. Sometimes that doesn't happen. There, looks like that's good. Perfect. And let's make sure that this sensor actually can access the dupe. Click on this forge. Actually, it's right where the power is. where the dupe's going to be. So technically, yes, we are good. Connect into the heavy wire line. Go across like this. No, we'll go over this way and this way. We'll get a joint plate in here. I'm gonna store some sand. Then auto sweeper to load that sand in. Make sure you've got some power for that machine. Since we've got this wire, might as well get rid of that. Speaking of sand, where are we with sand? So I don't want to use it all. Okay. We've got a lot of sand, which will be used over here over time. Let's destroy these two guys, converting food and water to oxygen. But we're gonna, once sand gets lower and I have got enough ceramic made, I can convert that system. But until then, just going over here, let's just make sure that we've got light access. Whoever's using this rock crusher. Got a bin, okay. So let's get sand in there. I'm going to make that a level 6 for a short period of time and then turn that back down. Now that that has been filled up a bit, I'm going to turn that back to a 5. With the liquid reservoirs gone, I've got to make sure that this is connected. So we're skipping them now. Going directly to the rocket. Can see we had a meteorite strike. Did a little bit of damage just to some of the ladders. Still isn't working. I'm hoping to have these guys brought over. You know what? Let's just do a full hunt. Clear this all out. We have this set up. Let's go back up to 8. We have this set up. Do we have it enabled? Okay, it is. This is a 6. This is a 6. We've got meat in here. Gonna up this to priority 7. And this to a 7. See if that does anything. The glass forge is online. I'm gonna put in my first order. So that should drain out down here. See, my salt water I'm pumping out is getting low. But we're not off to a great start. I have no idea. I've upped this to a 9. No one is going over there. Is it because it's flooded and just not telling me? Let's mop that up. The air in here is getting quite thin. I think we can turn down this system. I've had automation that was going to tell me when it detected non-carbon monoxide. Didn't really think about thin air. So that can all go away. Maybe that was. I mopped this up and all of a sudden the dupes started running here, astronaut anyways. So I'll turn this back to 7. We should see someone picking them up and dropping them off here. After dropping them. There we are. Our first molten slicker has finally made it to our stable. Let's do a quick check. Make sure we're actually at 97, 96. We are good. Scientist is producing some glass for us. Let's just check that this actually makes it down to the correct place. Going up down there and landing here, forming glass. Gonna create a separation here between the main living area where I don't need atmo suits and up here. So we'll put a mesh tile in. With some granite tiles across. And then once that's built, we can open this up. Oh, water empty. Alright, perfect. So that's getting low. I can destroy the automation equipment. And remind myself I've got to connect the pipe at the bottom. Still have a little bit of salt water to go though. So I'll come back to that pretty soon, but what I've got to do is reconnect this here. I just want to make sure I don't block this pipe though. How about we do this? Temporarily at least. I'm going to cut this right here. We'll join this together. Like that. That way I'll get water coming in from the bottom, but still allowing this to slowly drain out. We've got our ceiling there, so let's open this up. Hold on. I think that's my cooling line that's supposed to be running. And it's not. Why is it not? Oh, it's out of the brine. So I've got to get some more of that. It's down here. You could be filtering for that. Right here. Let's hook this back up then. So we're going to connect this. We're going to connect that. And do a separation right there. And then we should start seeing brine go in this direction to be stored. Oh, we got to go change this just a little bit. We'll go across like this. No, actually, this is supposed to kind of go like this, isn't it? And maybe we'll do that. There we go. Just connect, disconnect, cancel. And can destroy that and that. Let's do a little bit of mopping up right around here. I was gonna get a dupe since this is actually loading in so slow. Where are we with that? 7.2 tons out of 9. I'm gonna get a dupe then just to go up for a little bit while that queues in the pipe. We can create some databanks. Cargo transfer complete. That's okay. I'll go anyway, because we can come back to finish loading. Just to let... Apparently, nuclear waste doesn't have a problem sitting in pipes, but it does in liquid reservoirs. So I'm just going to kind of do this. Just as a form of storage, in a way. See, this thing's sweating. That's making me a little bit nervous. Only 31 degrees, though. Let's have a look inside this rocket. So I might have to enable the fridge. Yeah, let's put in 1 ton of frost burgers so they can eat while they're up here. Should see them here. Oh, let's get them to take off their suit. Last episode, I changed this out for a thermo aqua tuner. Never even checked temperatures. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, yeah. That is much better. Much, much, much better. And never thought about it, but a lot of the heating could also be coming from the liquid here that we're bringing in, because water is 32 degrees. But it's no match for Thermo Aqua Tuner on our rocket. Fantastic. So Cleaner is producing some databanks. Awesome. I'm going to build a different type of industrial area over here. Basically my cleanse and compost. So I'm going to push this across to little bit of digging there. Maybe I'll keep that open for now. Take this out. Calories is 122,000 with only 38,000 as Frostburger. Ouch. Yeah, we'll, very nervous. Very nervous. I was hoping this was going to go up, not down. Just to make sure that chef and cook really keep at it. Let's up the priority of these machines. That one's already 7. Let's make this one a 7 as well. Baker is producing some frost buns. The dupes are happy about that. I can understand why. We have not been this low in calories in a very, very long time on this game. You should see a frost burger be dropped and automatically be put in here, which will actually, let's verify that it actually makes its way. And since we made this little change last episode, there it is. That's going to drop down, no problem. Okay. Keep going, Baker. Keep going. I see some lettuce here, just in case this ever became a limiting factor. How about we just put a tile there? And we'll collect some of this salt water and dump it up there. Any growing down here? No. So we'll mop from this point over. Oh, and I should wrangle you. Let's put in our Clin. So I'm going to put that right here. Just going to put a little step ladder in case someone needs to step on top of this. We're going to have a storage of both coal and clay. We'll have an auto sweeper that can touch both of these. Just in case it gets warm in here, how about we don't use lead? Make sure they can access the bins. Hold on. I don't love the fact that I'm building the Clin actually right where my line here should stay nice and cool. How about we move over just a touch? Like right there. Might be smart. So again, we'll make a ladder in case someone has to stand on top of this. 2 bins. We will get the auto sweeper here. Let's change this for 1 tile over. Fill that in. I'm going to get in several Clins. One, two, three. Need to move that ladder over to get the 4th one in if we want 4. This dude probably likes it up here quite a bit because we've got 165,000 calories of frost burgers, way more than there is back in the home world. So their chance for survival is much greater, calorie-wise. How about in this upper bin, we'll put in some coal. Make sure this guy has some power first. So I'm going to do similarly with the as with the sand. I'm going to up the priority temporarily. Like that, 6. And this is where I'm going to put some clay. Do that there at priority 6. Instead of gathering water bottles myself, I'm just going to have the dupes put some salt water right there. Next, let's put in a compost. I haven't had a compost here yet. That's the first one. 1, 2, 3. So let's put in, move this over by 1. could be a stinky area. What I'll do. Put a deodorizer here. It's going to need some power. And the cleanse can take a bit to reload, so I'm going to make this level 4. Make more refined carbon. 50 units of that. Ceramic. 99 units. In fact, you know what? We'll just get that to go forever. Over here, how about we put in some lighting. Actually, got to keep that low. So we'll put in a dupe sensor. I want to figure out where the dupe actually stands when they hold this, or when they go to this machine. It is to the left. So I want to have the dupe sensor access the left of each of these. Connect that. Maybe over here with some light. Technically, oh, that's because I have to be a little bit lower. Well, technically I don't. I could just, well, I do, I may very well actually have a new type, maybe chlorine. What to do? I think we just have to have 2 lights. We want someone to see in this area. Either that, or maybe I just lower this. You know what? Maybe that's the best. Okay, so I decided I'm just going to put 2 of these in. With a simple light in the middle. Like that. That's going to need some power, so we'll go all the way over with this. Put in our 2 composts, one here, one there. A lamp in between so someone can see when they're shoveling. And something to keep the oxygen clean up here and over here. Maybe there too. Actually, hold on. Maybe we'll hold off on that since I might want to have an extra clean. Put another deodorizer to the right. Some power for that. And this guy needs power too. Ugh, this thing is taking damage from the nuclear waste. There's just no winning when it comes to nuclear waste. There really isn't. Let's click on this. We're going to deploy rover. We will get this guy to land, but we're also going to get this rocket to land. I don't care if we have all our data banks or not. I'm going to get this to be filled up. Let's see, did we? We've got this in here, excellent. So the moment this rocket lands, I should see this really fill up quickly, hopefully. Here we go, we're starting to flow in. Hopefully I will have this filled up. If I do, I will get rid of this system. 7 tons, we're going up. We're going for 9. Let's turn down the priority for these bins, make them a 5. I'll make all the cleans a 4. So really just want to have the auto sweeper pick up material from here and put them in. Need that ceramic. There might not actually be a point in having this many going at once. Oh, cooling might be an issue. Well, definitely will be an issue over time. So let's bring in our cooling line. Actually, I need to check to make sure that new brine has actually made it in. Construct this rover and we'll go over do that. There, this is our brine. So I should see our cooling line completely filled again with brine. Fantastic. Look at that. A bit of an extra thing we can get rid of right here. So we'll extend it to over here. Because these two areas will produce heat over time for sure. Let's put in some salt water. Do that at high priority until these guys have enough salt water to grow. Oh, I just realized that's not going to dump on all of them, is it? Unless... oh, you know what? Let's just do it this way. We'll move some bottles over there and open them up. I have some good news. Our research has been completed on transport technology. So we did get enough data banks up there. Good job, Cleaner. Having some water bottles or salt water bottles dropped off here. So we empty them as they arrive. 8.4 tons. This is a low oxygen area. Over time, carbon dioxide should be making its way down here. But just to really encourage that to pass through, how about we change this to an airflow tile? We might need more clay, so let's bring in more polluted water. So here is our cleanse and compost in action. Gonna be as quick as I can about this. I'm gonna drop this by 1. So I can make room for some auto, or for some natural tiles. It's gonna be here, here, and here. So we'll change the logic. Wire to go around. Jump over this guy though. Let's fill in a few tiles around here. Take these ones out in the automation wire as well. So we've got this far. See, some critters are escaping. I'll have to wrangle them. Put in 3 doors. Make some natural tiles. So we have some natural tiles. I also have a lot of this water weed. I want to get that out of here before I put a pip in here. That right there. Need to actually seal this up. Hold on. What size do we have? I feel like this might have been already measured. Except this is 96. We're getting an extra 3. Always with the odd size rooms. I think we want to... 96. So this would be technically... 96 minus 1, so we want to bring this door just 1 over. Airflow tile right here, and then a normal tile at the top, just hold in a little bit of hydrogen. While I'm making this modification, I should probably decrease the amount of Drecos I have in here. This bin is going in. So this is where I'm going to put all seeds that are to be swept. Choose this whole area. Let's put some bristle blossoms here. What are they called in seed form? Blossom seed. Do that at high priority. And I think we're ready for a pip. Only thing I don't know, might need to undo some of these plants. We'll see here. After we get a pip or two, or maybe a cuddle pip, it looks like. That works just as well. We have our cuddle pip. We're going to drop off some blossom seeds and see if we can get the first one planted right there. Get rid of this extra door. Hold on. How did we make it with size? We're at 94. It's going to be 95. And I just need to add one more for 96. I have to be careful about the sweepers that I designed in this room. First blossom seed is being put in. Oh, that's right. I need light. Light. If I did this, that might be the best way because I could hit more than just one, but obviously we gotta change that logic to go around. Give a little bit of power. Let's go check on nuclear waste loading. 9 tons, we're full. Okay, fantastic. Well, let's destroy this. So I don't want to see that take any damage. Get rid of this liquid bridge. And the question is, do I just hold this in pipes? I guess if it's not going to cause damage, why not? Because I might want more in the future. We'll just do that. Nuclear waste in the meantime is just accumulating right here. I'm going to start to work on planting some more wild these plants. Let's just make this simple tiling that goes all the way over like this to begin with. Okay, so we've got 2 of these guys. We'll put in a third. Because we've got 2 more seeds, I'm going to need 3 more wild tiles. I'll have to destroy this temporarily. Oh, let's not forget to drop this back in. We have over 100,000 calories of frost burgers. Whew. Okay, that is starting to reestablish itself. Chef and Baker are keeping to it, which is good. The next space mission, I'm going to be sending several dupes, 4 dupes actually. So I'm going to make 4 tables for each of them. Let's move this guy up here. So where are we leaking gas or pushing gas out? Just curious if we can get another spot. Just with 4 dupes, just want to really make sure we're getting lots of oxygen in. Maybe we will just put another one right here, where that ceiling trim is. Engineer is a great builder. In fact, I think I'm going to take them along on the next journey. Make it easy to set up what we want to set up. So this is where I want to create some natural tiles. You can see this pipe is exactly where I want to go. In fact, oh, that pipe's not being used. You know what? Let's just knock it out then. I've got an alert of nuclear coolant too hot. Just for a second, though. I've already done this once. I'll take this up to 65. We'll see if that ever happens or not. Inside Morpheus, just going through the different material that I want to make sure I bring. I've got 2.5 or so tons of steel. Gonna on board some glass. Actually want a good amount of glass. We can make lots of solar panels. Cobalt for metal. Lead. Coal, that's more for running this, though I haven't needed to do that for a while. And what is the... oh, this is lead and iron, actually. I can throw that on the floor, because that can be brought back into the base at some point. Before we leave, let's start adding some more water. Last episode, I was using this as a cooling line, so just double check to make sure that we're not sending brine back in the rocket. That would not be what we want. Oh, and we've got this here in the way now. That's fine. We can get a bridge right here and right here. 2 cuts should take care of that. With that, let's just make 2 more cuts. 1 right here and 1 right here. And we'll get this pipe to go up so we can get some water in the rockets. So we have 3.7 tons of glass. I think that is going to be plenty. Let's decide who's going to go on this mission. So we will change this. So astronaut and cleaner is still going to be there. Astronaut, actually you join the mission. I'm also going to bring in engineer. They're a great builder. I want to keep rancher, veterinarian, baker, chef for all the cooking and ranching. So I guess that leaves scientist. Those are the 4 dupes that are going to go on this mission. We are going to go over here and see if we can automate bringing back natural gas. Crew this, begin our launch. Hold on, just one thing. Is this enough water? I might wait. Let's wait one more cycle. Let's leave on cycle 500. Hold off, guys. For just a little bit longer. Oh, I forgot to hit cancel the launch. Alright, no big deal. I'll just meet them as soon as they get up here and tell them to turn right around. Guys, can you just come back down? I just want to make sure you have enough water, especially since there's going to be 4 of them. They're going to be consuming water much quicker than in previous missions. And let's just verify that we've got water on the way. Excellent. So down in this area, just want to change this to go through here. Just that it doesn't go through natural tiles. Not that it can go through natural tiles, but still. So what pipe was that? That's carbon dioxide pipe. That comes in... Actually, that's an old line, isn't it? It doesn't go anywhere anymore. I might as well drain that out. So hold off on destructing that yet. Let's just bring that in and join right here. And how about we stop sending it from here on in? My thinking is if I can drain something, I might as well. For the future. Hold on, I have this messed up, don't I? Let me put an extra one here. So we'll start with some doors. Here and here. Well, I'm making some natural tiles. I can put the floor in It's going to be a warm area for these plants. We're going to need to insulate it all the way across. Take this out and that. I don't think we're going to get a pip to be able to plant anything like right there unless I back these plants off a little bit. So I'll do that. Hold on, I'm destructing that, but oh, that's just endpoint, that's fine. We have made it to cycle 500. And we're celebrating by making a mess. Oh, I actually got someone in there. Oh, no. No, no, no. Okay, that is unfortunate. Let's get you down right away. Let's engineer one of the dupes. Actually, want to go on this mission. I'm going to give them a little time to clean their pants and pour a little bit more water on this rocket. And then we're going to be taking off soon. What's going on? We need to destroy that. So now that I did the adjustment here to this cooling line, I'm going to have this go around like this instead. So we can destroy this. Some tiles to fill in here and here. With an extra cycle ready, let's just verify that we've got a good amount of calories here. It's not showing what we actually have in here. That's just because I need to flip this. Weight-wise, we've got... Oh no, it shows this in weight, not calories. But I'm pretty sure that is enough. Let's crew this thing. We're gonna go over to this asteroid. Now that we've had an extra cycle of loading water. Let's see about automating that natural gas. Here's the 4 dupes. So we're taking off here. Do I need to give the okay? No, we should be launching, right? Everything. Oh, what's that? All crew. Oh, we're waiting for someone. Who are we waiting for? Oh, that engineer. Made a mess down here. Probably includes down there. And over here. Cleaner. There we go. We've got everybody now. Don't we? Yep, there we go. I'm not going to get a speed boost because I'm just realizing nobody can use this with scientists here, but oh well. So this mission will begin in half a cycle. So I can see we've got 150,000 calories. Dupes don't have their Atmo suits on. Alright, just hold on, dupes. Just a few seconds from arriving. And we're going to be able to begin this mission. Just before we go too far, let's make sure that we don't have any unexpected connections. That's crude oil that would be going in, right? But this guy, currently that has no power. Let's cut that. I'm pretty sure I'm not accepting crude oil anyway. Natural gas. That would... Ugh. What would that cause? Let's cut it anyways. Inside Morpheus. I think... oh, that's right. We've got carbon dioxide up there. We don't want to bring in natural gas yet, anyway. So we can send carbon dioxide out. So this can be connected. And the first thing I will do is make sure we've got some rovers on this world. Let's see, get this built right there. Make sure we have a path from carbon dioxide that's going to be going from here over into here. Also take this out because I want the opposite. I want to take some nuclear gas or liquid off this rocket. I just have to find a place to store it. I'm going to give the signal to actually output carbon dioxide on this particular world. Here we go. The other thing I'm going to try to do is build a miniaturized carbon capture over in this world, so I don't have to actually provide carbon dioxide anytime I go here in the future, which would be really nice. A few more natural tiles that can be made. Looking at some comments from Cedric about the last build here for capturing carbon, I don't think I'm going to go without a turbine. I'm going to try to put some solid material down here, because I guess the idea is carbon dioxide is insulated material, gas, which actually means that it doesn't transfer a lot of heat even though it's very hot, which is really nice. Let's see, we'll put in a few of these doors. We'll put in one right here. We'll also put in one right here. We'll put a pump in a slightly different location. Probably best off still making this out of steel. Put one right here, and one right there. Gotta seal off this whole area. We can do a launch. Who do I have as the crew astronaut? Okay. And we'll get our first rover on this mission. Let's choose our drywalling. Kind of like the checkered pattern. Is there anything other than red that I have, though? No, okay, so we'll do the same. So we've got lots of igneous rock on this world. If I remember, in fact, get the rovers to start working on it. If they've got nothing else to do, we'll bring some of that back with us. Maybe a couple bins worth. I want to have a door over here on this side. Should probably have a spot to poke some power through. Make sure we're actually filling our own rocket with carbon dioxide as well, so we can get back home. I'm going to, so Cedric mentions that this rocket actually exhausts carbon dioxide the whole way up. Where is the problem? I don't necessarily think I need to go all the way up. I just have, in this particular world, I'm just using enough carbon dioxide to get this rocket to refuel itself, nothing else. So I think this will be enough. We do need drywalling though. So we're going to drywall the whole way up. It's a little area. Let's see, where did my checkered pattern go? Get what's up here. Okay, so we'll fill in all of that. Sending another rover up to help with construction. Over on this world, I'm going to destroy these tiles here. Open up a stable. So we just have to recreate that because we had a fallen object. It should just take a second. I'm not going to put a gas storage in here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of extra slack in this line. Let's see. Take the two of these. Kind of combine them. And we'll just have a little bit of extra pathway. Store some carbon dioxide in the line. And then we'll have that go up into the rocket itself. If that's the case, I won't even need to add any more. Though for the time being, I will put this gas bridge just so that we can get some more rovers in the meantime. I'm going to have to watch the calorie situation a little more closely, because we've got 4 dupes. So we're eating 8,000 calories per cycle now. But we're over 100,000 for the time being. Be nice if we could increase the speed of these doors. So how about we put in some wiring. Make sure we don't touch our heavy watt wire system. Go through here and up there. A wire bridge right here and another one right there. And put a ladder right like that, because we're going to do a little bit of construction, probably make some solar panels there. So I already have the carbon dioxide going round. Look at this. This is with this even exposed. Oh, I don't have any automation to turn this off, though. I don't want power to run too much. So I'll put in some logic for that. We'll see if we can get away with lead there. Maybe I'll make this the one out of steel, though. Oh my goodness, we're leaking natural gas out in space. Let's stop that immediately. Whoops. Okay. Put in the mechanized airlock. One there, and one here. Don't know if that's going to be a door that's used on. In fact, actually, let's just remove that from even being a door. Got some natural tiles here for this guy to work on. So we'll be able to plant at least 2 more. Radiation vomiting is going on. Okay, there's gonna be lots of work outside. Don't have any dupe that can actually do this of this team. Who should I give this to? How about cleaner? Give them medical compounding. Basic red pill. How about we have 26 of those created? Make that a high priority task, and I'll just go make sure that these 4 dupes can consume them. Red pill for each year. Cleaner is generating some red pills for us. Next task is to dust off our solar panels. Watch as this rocket takes off. Make sure we've got this set up correctly to capture carbon dioxide. Going to indicate that I'm hoping not to need any more carbon dioxide. Looks good. If we've got lots in the line, then... Oh, hold on. Do this first. I need this changed if I want to be above, let's say 250. There we go. Pumps are running. Bit of radiation though. Gonna get back down with the new rover. So the moment this thing lands, we'll be able to start sending some carbon dioxide in right there. Here we go. I can see that it would probably be smart to have a gas bridge, just like that, for the next time. Once we get this dusted off, we'll create a few more, and then it's time to build an interplanetary launcher. Just have to choose a spot for that. Let's expand the solar panels. We got lots of glass. It's a little bit of a difficult build, isn't it? Oh, I know. We'll just have the... As long as the dupes can reach it, they can go down around like that. Technically, I could also do that. So I need enough power to run Red Bolt generator, pumps. Probably need a good amount of these. Let's go create a few on this side. Start with that, see if that's enough. Of course, if we're going to do that, we need to bring the heavy watt wire through. Oh, we didn't actually close that, did we? Well, maybe that's where I can put the heavy watt wire joint plate. And we'll connect this with all our solar panels we're building. And we'll do a new launch. So I think we can actually exhaust the rest of the carbon dioxide we have here out into space. Make sure we empty the rocket so we can start loading in some natural gas. Last change I'm going to do here, let's cut this. I'm going to cut this right here. And then we're going to send some natural, or this carbon dioxide over here as well, so we can recharge. So the next time we land, we won't have to refill, bring carbon dioxide to get back home. We can just use the spare carbon dioxide here that's going to be pushed in a rocket as soon as we get here. So this is awesome. These solar panels also need some heavy watt wire. I'm going to see about storing the radiation or nuclear waste somewhere around here. A little bit of a messy rocket at the moment. There's one place I can't actually get to. Oh, you know what? I'll just make a tile there. How are the red pills going? Whoops, we've got a leak out in space. Let's patch this up as soon as possible. Continue the planting here. I think we have to rip up more plants to convince this guy here to plant some seeds along this new stable area. So, because I want to do some construction up here, I'm going to put a little area just to work to get on top of our solar panels. So we'll start on that. Really love this self-refueling rocket setup. Taking carbon dioxide out of here. It wasn't even needed. That's alright. See, we've got another thing planet here. Awesome. We can continue on. Guess we'll have... Oh, we have 5 more seeds now. Awesome. So we can start on the next 3. Have to remove some of this equipment. Actually, let's remove this first. And we can put in the next 3 natural tiles. Approaching the end over here, so I'm going to put in the spot where we're going to put our nuclear waste. About, like, right, maybe up one more. Right there. What I'm going to try to do, I want to have a tile, hold on, maybe I should have this a little bit taller. So I want to have a tile right there. Actually, no, wait a minute. I've got a tile there. The dupes can't. Let's go up one more. Dupe can get from here to here. Just don't want to block off their access. Let's go in. Actually, I can just raise it 1, but it's fine. So that's where we're going to store our nuclear waste. I'm just wondering if this needs to be made out of steel. I don't think... No, it's not going to melt. It's not a machinery. Just gotta get a ladder so that everybody can access that. That's where we're going to have a red bolt generator. Move 1 over then instead. Just like that. So our red bolt generator, we'll make this out of obsidian, is going to be right there. It would be sad if we forgot some drywall in here, so let's do that now. We're going to have a pipe go all the way from here to the rocket. We'll have to empty this out somewhere. We'll just empty that right there. How about? I want this part of the construction to be completed. I guess we need a platform over. But probably just makes more sense, I think, to go down like this and over. Here's where things get interesting, if it's not interesting already. I'm going to build interplanetary launcher. I'm going to put 1 right there. That needs to be ideally on an airflow, just so that we can get sunlight going through. We need a reflector. It's just going to go like that, so we'll push red bolts right through this guy. I might want more than 1, but I also have to worry about all the snow. Now that snow might do good for coldness, but we need to get it off our equipment, not bury our equipment. There is a machine for that. That's the Robo Miner. How about we try? Of course, hold on. If I did this, it's not going to be able to clear out that technically. Unless, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll put it right there. And I'll extend this so that snow will fall right here. And this guy will get at that way. Just trying to figure out where this could potentially go wrong. Let's put in, ideally, some liquid right here. Because we have to worry about the heat from this guy. I I want a second one. That can go right there. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, we have solar panels below us. Oh, well. I guess the solar panel is going to be a little bit blocked unless I want to double up the system. Actually, I'm not even sure what I would do. Let's just not worry about that. So what I will do is the rest of it is just going to be about these guys making sure the rest of the solar panels stay clear. I think the next one was like right here. So we got 2 past that, up to 2. Yeah, that one looks good. So maybe what I should have done is space my solar panels out. Continue this process again. So this takes us right to there, so we will build one right to here. Okay, another spot. Looks good. I guess we do need that ladder going across here anyway. I'll just continue this along until we have this covered, plus over here. It might be an important part of this design have some liquid right here, so I'll open this up so I can get something in there. What we've got won't be a lot. Let's try some water. Almost have the idea that see that this hasn't been building up with ice, because anything that's here has just been melting and then evaporating. It might be an interesting idea to heat everything up so that, in fact, let's just make sure that ice is the only thing that's falling here. It is. Okay, well, I'll continue with these guys, but that's another option too. So we need to get some blossom seeds up here. Ah, yes. Need an extra tile right here. Actually get that door created again. Here is our mining equipment. A bit of construction still needed over here. My thinking is snow's going to accumulate on top of this, which is going to make this nice and cool. But I'm going to have a cooling line go through this whole setup anyway. Let's see if I can get some water in that little location. Before I go any further, I'm thinking I just really want to make sure I keep this guy cool. So I'm going to switch this out for metal tile. Right there. So I am going to have some liquid there that's going to help exchange the temperature. We're going to have a cooling line. Make these two out of steel. And then have that cooling line visit that, just to make sure that stays nice and cool. Oh, I never thought about the heat from you guys. Does this even produce heat? I'm assuming it does. Click on it. Let's try that again. interplanetary launcher. Power. Heat, yes, okay. We gotta keep you guys cool as well. Let's take note of how much heat each thing produces. Our interplanetary launcher. That is giving a heat of 2.5. What about our mining equipments? Robo miner, that's 2. And a Red Bull generator, 5. Okay, so the Red Bull generator is definitely the heaviest. Let's have this point down when it's running. Go this direction. The miners aren't going to run all the time. Red Bull generator will, though. And I don't think these guys run all the time because a lot of the time we're waiting for Red Bull. So not only does this produce the most heat, it also runs for the longest period of time. Not including the pumps, but I'm not worried about the pumps that are inside the base. Have that water selected, emptied right there. We've got some water there. Now I have to think about cooling everything. Let's plug in some power. But maybe I'll hold off on actually connecting anything, because I don't want anything to run until the cooling system is actually live. So these guys need some power, so does that. Oh, if I can start filling this, if we fill this in. Maybe we'll make that the priority. Now, if I want nuclear waste to exit from here. Okay, good. We've emptied that. Make sure we don't have nuclear waste go inside here. Click on plumbing. We want an unloader. Make that out of steel. Oh, that's a bit bigger, isn't it? Okay, fine. Make a little bit of space. Wow, I really put in a lot of carbon dioxide, didn't I? Back to plumbing. Unloader out of steel. So it's going to go from here to here. We are ready. Oh no, we are not. Oh, not ready. We're so not ready for 2 reasons. One, we need to have an alternate liquid in there. So, let's cut that to make sure nuclear waste doesn't make its way in. What is that pipe to the side of... Oh, okay, never. Just ignore that. Okay, yeah, let's put some crude oil in there. Do a little bit of mopping up crude oil. While that's being mopped up, let's put in some of the wiring here without actually connecting it. This guy will have power, that guy will have power. And eventually power there. Here. Here. And way over here. That crude oil in there. Let's make sure it's emptied. Now let's seal this off without a dupe inside, please. I've got an alert that says natural gas is empty. Well, technically it's not the natural gas, but it is kind of interesting to know. Because once this is completely gone, I can switch to onboarding some natural gas. We should be getting a vacuum here really soon. This is the last of the carbon dioxide. Making its way out. When it gets to this point. Okay, there we are. I will flick the switch here to say do not output material if you're on this particular planet. Now I can start bringing in some natural gas. So that is, we'll just connect into just one line, like this. This, how about, let this guy drain out. One of them drain out, whatever one goes, gets there first, I'll cut that one off. Take the natural gas that's in this little section. And we'll re-enable this. Just one of them. While we have this loading. We have our crude oil sitting there. Let's just check this line. Connect it. It is time to give this a go. Let's see if we can get our nuclear waste sent in. What do I need to do? Everything. Give me everything. Even though that's just going to be the nuclear waste. Alright, that will make its way here. Hopefully I'm going to get some radiation next to this. Otherwise the setup's not going to work that well. Put into some conductive panels. We'll visit each of these. I went right through these. Okay, well, I'll work with these ones first. One here, one there. So I'm hoping that this is going to keep these guys cool. I think I need to dump some liquid on top of these guys. But if I'm going to do that, it's not actually going to work unless we have some drywalling. Do that along here. Extend this out a little bit on this side. There is some nuclear waste. Oh, it's floating to the top. Oh. That, is it still going to be radioactive? Maybe not as much. You know what? Just before we continue on, maybe I should switch this out. Hold on. Forget... What's the alternative? Water? Might get too hot though. What did I do? What did I put in here? In the homeworld. Petroleum. Okay, so for some reason that works out nicely here, and over here not so much. I wonder if it's because it's petroleum instead of crude oil. What can I do? How about if I try getting in here before it becomes overpressured? I'll mop this up and I'll put the crude oil back on top. Just want to keep the rovers busy. I'm over there trying to fix this situation. So we'll get some pipes created. I'll just loop around to visit all these guys. Don't believe I need to keep the solar panels cool. But I'll just run through them anyway. They might be picking up ice, so I might actually gain some coolness from that. Oh, we mopped up. Of course, we would mop up both things. Let's let this out first. Got nuclear waste in there. I'll try emptying this then. I'm wondering also, I'll let, see what happens here. But I'm loading this from the top. I wonder if that has a factor to play. Okay, I'm going to try that little change here. Let's try pushing it in. We still have the nuclear weight. Maybe it just needs to be a heavier amount. We've got crude oil down here. Let's have a look. It's 5.9 kilograms. And yeah, we're well above that. So that's not the case. I would rather have this nuclear waste right here because my plan was to have a tile here with liquid to keep this guy cool. I could have liquid here, but I can't have tile. Actually, I could have a tile above, couldn't I? Okay. Actually, yeah. Alright, you know what? I'll empty that and we'll seal this up. And I'll just change this guy's direction or location depending on where this ultimately falls. Let's empty this bottle right there. Have a similar setup just in case I need to relocate the generator. Let's start pushing this in, and wherever it lands up, we'll just work around that. We've got another plant in. This time that doesn't have any light though, so we can fix that easily. Let's move this guy right there with a little bit of power. And then up on this area, we're setting this up for Pip to be able to start planting in here. And we have a bin with some of these seeds to get that going. Designing the cooling line. Make it go counterclockwise around this whole area. But when I cross the rocket area, I want to be well above just so it never gets in confusion with these in and outs. You can see we probably need some ladders to be able to get to some of them, maybe. Alright, and then over on this side, we will connect into here. And then we should have a line going all the way around. Like that, until we'll have to wait for that to drain out. So it looks like it is going to be on the top area, so we'll go ahead and sneak this guy in. I feel like there's a good chance we're going to need a steam turbine and this thermo regulator, or not regulator, aquatuner, just to keep everything cool. So we'll put that in the mix. Take the temperature here going in. And that's going to determine whether this machine runs or not. And we'll connect that to a cooling line. Kind of curious to see over time, though, whether the snow will make this necessary or not. But I don't want to leave and have it to be necessary and not put it in. So better safe than sorry, I'm thinking. Oh, I can see we might have an issue with ladder access. I think we're more than halfway of loading this in. Let's just check the radiation that we're going to get. Currently 500. Hoping that gets a little bit higher, but I can always come back with another load of nuclear waste. Or I forget, let's put in our metal tile at the top here. Make sure this points down if that's going to be the one that's going to run. Put in some radiant pipes going through. unlock that steel. And then we'll connect that to our cooling line. Reviewing these guys, and I think it might be smarter to change this out for steel, just in case things get pretty hot, because it only takes 55 degrees to melt or make that not work. I am gonna get snow, but I don't want to rely on the snow.